Hey guys, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please let me know, and just leave a message in the chat box so we can start. Okay, so that's good. And then let's just go through what we learned last week. So we and the first thing is I want to go to the W3 schools, and we are learning Python. And of course, if you don't have it, and I just copy it and paste, put it on in the chat box, so you can go there. And last week we learned while loops. So in while loops, it's easy, as you already learned. So you just have a use a keyword called while, and then you have a condition. This we call it a condition or expression for this condition, and this one have to return true or false. If it is true, it will continue to loop. If it's false, and it will stop. Okay, so that's why we have the, like for this example, if I is a variable and this variable is equal to 1, so 1 is less than 6, which is true, and that's why we kept the while loop running. And in this try block, code block, and the I increase 1. We haven't used this format yet, but you can imagine it just like what we did before is I equal to I plus 1. But they do a shorthand here, they use plus equal. So it just works exactly like I equal to I plus 1, increase 1 for the variable I, okay? And there's a couple of statements called break. And once we say break, and inside the while try code block, if we do the break, if you stop the loop and it just stop it, and just like setting this condition to false, like if you stop the while loop. And there's another one called continue, and continue doesn't stop the while loop. It just like stop from here and not doing this print, like not continue, and just continue to the next one. It just like from here and then jump back to this line. Okay, and there's else something like this. It just like if it is for the last round, and it will come to the else. But honestly, I never use this one else. But yeah, since they have document here, you can understand this else. And like last week we said we have a countdown, and you probably can use the else. Okay, and I just go back to our exercise last week and do it very quick. And so if you have the problem, you didn't figure out how to do the countdown exercise, and we will do it today. And after that, we will make a program called echo, and it just like whatever you type, and it will just do the output. Okay. First, we are going to do the countdown timer. So you need to go to the website called Repel it. So I copied this link and put it in the chat box. If you have difficulty to find the website. Okay, so last week we do something like this. So I want the user to input a number, like for example is 60. Oopsie, it's 60. So which means it's 60 seconds. All right. So I want it to just go 59, 58, 57, and 56 until all the way go to 0. So which means we're done with the countdown. And we also learned something called to import a module called time. So we used something called import time, and then in the time module there's something called time.sleep. So you can sleep 1 second at a time, and some of you tell me you can do sleep 0.1 or 0.5. You just speed it up, but I just want my countdown to be 1 second each round. Okay, and that's what we learned last week. So I'm gonna finish this code, and then if at the moment like we finish the countdown, we should saying time's up. Okay, and if you haven't finished this yet, and you can follow me to do that. If you already did it, and you might just goofy around, I guess. And so the first one is just like we have to import the time, right? And the second one is saying we want the user to say like type a number, like just type a number, okay, in seconds, or you want to say. And then I use a while. It's saying, oh yeah, I have to get the input. So it's like for example is let's just have a variable called t for the time. So input and get the input, and I always make some mistake because I didn't convert the input from the string to oh, why? What happened? So I may just copy it and paste and see. It looks like my thing has some problem, and I just refresh, reroll. And paste here. And since I always have some problem and forget to convert the string into an integer, so this time I won't forget, and I just convert the input from the string to the integer. So we expect it's coming is a number, and then we have a number like, for example, 16 or something. If the number is greater than 0, okay, greater than 0, we're going to print, let's just print the number we have. Okay, so it's going to print t, or you can convert them to the string, like use the string t, convert the t to the string. It really doesn't matter, but yeah, you can because the print, this function can convert a number to the string. But I always want to add some comment, like, for example, like I want to add something like there are how many seconds left, so d second left, and then you have a percentage here, and I remove this string. So I like to do this format, the string format. So I don't want to break my string. What I mean is, like, you can do like this. I'm gonna show you like this way. You can do this like this. You can do this like you put a t here, and you probably convert it to a string. In this way, if you are going to do this way, and you just convert the number back to the string, and there are 3 strings here. The first string is there are, and then you join with the time string, and then drive with this string. Okay, and then of course the time have to be decreased, right? Decrease 1. Decrease 1, and you, like we just learned, you can do t subtract 1. There's no issue. They works the same. But before we subtract it, you have better to wait for 1 second, like what I do. 1 second, and now I'm gonna run it. So let's see it will have the function we want. So I could click on the run. Doesn't work. Run it again. Type number 16, and it's saying invalid int based on 10. I don't know why. So let's just figure it out. Like 6. It's working. We have 6 seconds, but why my 60 doesn't work? Let me try one more time. 60. Yep, it's still working. And I stop it, and I want to add something else, like what we learned in the W3 schools. You can just have the else, and then you print in times up like this, and I'm going to run it one more time. I just type 3 and time's up. So that is easy, and if you are not there yet, I want you to do the same code, and we will change a little bit like on this string, and because I don't like to just do these kind of things, and I want to have the format. But it's okay for you to do like this one, like you have the plus here, okay? And also we learn a little bit else here, since we just go through the W3 schools, and you just run the times up because we hit the 0 here, okay? But I'm gonna show you the other way, but I want you to finish this code in like 3 minutes. Hopefully you can do it, and then you will leave a message for me in the chat box so we can continue. Okay. All right, I think most of you guys have been done. So I'm gonna change this program a little bit, and then we will go for the next one. Okay. Yeah, I think most of you guys can finish this code because it's easy. It just looks like last lessons. And you probably can do like this if you don't like the else, and you can just do this, like instead of using the else, you would say if t equal to 0, and you print time sub, something like this. And I doubt you guys have some question about this, why I putting this one, but it doesn't show the slash, forward slash, backward slash, because the backward slash is try to escape this code and this single code. Otherwise, they are thinking this one is the string. If I remove this one, you will see it. Like if I remove the backward slash, they are thinking this one is a string, and they will screw up with the rest of the code. Okay, that's why I have to put the backward slash here. And also I want to change a little bit on here, and let's just explore. Like instead of use the t equal to t subtract 1, and I do the t's minus equal 1, they will do the same thing. They just try to subtract. And I also change a little bit here because like what I said, I want to do something like this d, because it is a format. So you just format, and you can have a t here. So percentage d for here is for digit, I guess. So they will work exactly the same. So what I'm going to do, I just run it again, and there's nothing changed. Should be okay. So I am just doing like this time, I'm doing 9, and see 9 would be exactly the same. But if you want your program looks really good, like I make some mistakes here, right? There are 1 second left. There are 1 second left. If you know how to figure out how to change, if there's just show 1 second left instead of seconds, and please let me know. Okay, if you know how to fix this problem, and you can email your answer to me, like how to fix this. I want to show there are 1 second left instead of 1 second left. Okay, but yeah, I want you to change this a little bit. Just change the string with the format, like we call the string format, and use this one, the percentage, and put this variable in here to replace this block, these 2 characters. And also we changed from the else to use the if here, and to print the time sub. And then I think we are good to go, and we can finish this program. And I will give you like 2 minutes. If you're done, let me know, and then we are going forward to the next question. if you're done with this code, please let me know, okay? Because I want to move forward to the next question, and we have only half an hour left. All right, I think most of you guys have been done. If it doesn't, and you can continue to work on your program. If you have some error you cannot figure it out, you can let me know and put it in the chat box, and I will open my Zoom to help you. And right now, if you still struggle with the program, and I just copy it and paste, probably they are not allowing me to paste this code, and I'm just let you to I print it out and send it to your parents, okay? So yeah, and I'm gonna remove all of them. So we are going to make a program. It's easy. It's just like a chatbot, but it's not that smart. And whatever you type, it just the program will say the same thing. I hope you know what I mean. So that's easy. Like first, and you will say print, please tell me something like this. Please tell me something. So your program will get, like, for example, like chat, okay? I define a variable called chat, and I will get the input. Of course, is from your typing, right? So you get the chat, and now you print the input out. Just print chat. So it is easier, right? So what I want you to do, you will finish this code as quick as you can, and just let me know. We are going to move forward with this code, okay? So I'm going to test my code. It's just like, please tell me something. I will say, all right. Say, all right. And if you repeat, all right. I think you know what I mean. So once you finish, let me know, and we are going to move forward. So I know some of you might have some problem to understand this code, and this code is very easy and straightforward. It's just like you have the output. You said, please tell me something. So you said, so you get the input from here. Like you talk to the program. Like probably I just saying the robot, like robot. and it's saying please tell me something, and you type alright, and the robot will set like this. I change a little bit. Okay, the robot will set like again. I use the format, the string format, and you just put the chat, whatever you put it into the program, and you jump into the %s. Okay, so they just repeat what I'm saying. So I'm gonna run it again, and the robot said, please tell me something. I would say, all right, or don't bother me, don't bother me. So the robot would repeat the same thing what I said here. Okay, you know what I mean? And but we are not going to stop from here, because what I want is like I want to keep talking and let the robot just repeat what I'm talking here. Okay, so that's why we use the while loop. So what the while loop do is just like for example, I do like something like that here, while, and I'm going to explain the code to you, but I am finish my code first. Okay, so while, and I'm going to have two space here. Let's just put two space here. So I put this block, the input block, and the print out block into this try block. So after I finish this code, I'm gonna run it again. Like I'm gonna run it like this. The robot said, please tell me something. I will say, okay. And if I continue to type, how old are you? The robot say, how old are you? It just keep repeat what I said. And I'm gonna do one more thing, like I'm like 12 years old. And the robot said 12 years old. So I want you to do this exactly the same, and then you test out your program like what I do here, and it should be you can talk to your robot forever. But this robot is a little bit dumb because they just repeat what you said. Okay, so yeah, please do this and let me know if you finish. And yeah, I forgot to explain the code to you, and I'm gonna repeat to explain the same code. And for print, you know what I mean, because you just output the string. And in this while loop, because we said this one should be a expression, or is this condition. If this condition is true, they will loop forever. Like I put true here, it's just keep looping. It's going to loop forever. And here is the chep is a variable, and what this variable do is just like it will keep whatever you input from here. And so we put it in this chep variable, and then I'm gonna output this one is saying robot, and I use string format here, and I put whatever this input do here and put it inside this string, between the single quote. And that's why the robot can repeat what I type to the robot. Okay, and you may wonder why I can just keep typing, because once you type, and this message will after you finish this print, it will go back to the line 3 because it's true. Okay, so yeah, I want you to do the same thing, and or we can do something else, but first you finish this code and let me know if you have finished. Okay, all right, sounds done. All right, guys, let's just continue because I think the code is pretty straightforward and easier. And what I want to do is just like I want to make our robot a little bit smart, because the first thing I want to stop the loop. What you want to do is like if I say bye, 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 your program can just say goodbye to you, and then we are ending this program. So how are we going to do that? Like for example, if you are saying if you type whatever in the chat, you're saying bye, 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 and then we are going to stop the loop. Okay, so what we learned just using the statement called break, and we are going to try it and see it work or not. So if chat is equal to bye, and then we just break it. We're going to break it, and we are not going to do something. So I add this one a little bit. I stop my program and run it. So first I tell my program something, 1, 2, 3, and my program can repeat what I said. But if I say bye, and my program is end, okay. But of course, what I want is like my program may say something nice. It just like add one more output here before you quit your program. You will say it's nice meeting you today, and see you next time. See you next time. Something like this, okay. So I try it again and just like run it, and 999 and bye. It's just saying it's nice meeting you today. See you next time. So we add this a little bit chat box. It just handle the bye version. And yeah, how about you will do this code for me, and once you finish, let me know. I will give you 1 minute because it's pretty easy. It just if statement inside this while loop, and you can break your program anytime when you say bye. And once you finish, let me know. Okay, so I think most of you guys are done, and it's pretty easy because we just add a if statement here. We're saying if chat equal to buy, whatever you type that buy, and it really break your program. But we continue to make our program more smart, and we might just think if our chat, you say if our chat is like saying something like we are saying, let's say show me something, show me color, or show me many, or show me many, so something like this. Okay, just for fun, show me many, and then you output something, print, and the robot said you have like for example $1 million in your account. Okay, something like this. But this time I don't want to repeat, I don't want my robot to repeat show me many, right? So that's why we use another statement called continue. So what we do is just like we type show me many, it will go here the robot will tell you have $100,000 in your account, and then you will go continue. And what continue do, you just go back to the line 3, and then it will okay to do continue your chat. Okay, so that's what I am going to do, and I'm going to run it and test my program. And it's saying let's just say haha, the robot just repeat what I said, and I'm going to do some secret like show me many. So the robot said you have $100,000 in your account, and I will say great, and the robot just repeat, come over here, repeat saying great, and of course I'm going to say bye, and it would say it's nice meeting you today, see you next time. All right, so I give you like 5 minutes, you can finish this code, and I will say that's it for today. And if you have any question, please let me know. And I'm going to turn on my Zoom. If you have any question, I'm going to explain to you. Okay, where's my Zoom? And of course, what I want you to do is like you define more condition, more word here, make your robot more smart. And if your program is really funny, please email to me, like email to my email account, and you can, if you want to do a demo like next week, and I'm gonna arrange a demo for you to the other kids. But yeah, you should make it really cool, like if you type something and your robot just do something like this robot, but it's much more cool, much more awesome than my robot. Okay, because my robot is just like know something like buy or show me many or something like this. And I hope you have fun with this. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my Zoom. And I put it here. So I'm going to start. Yeah, once again, you can continue to develop your robot. Like you put more condition here, like show me the menu, or you just use continue and have your program to go back here, and it can continue to accept whatever you type in. Like I can think about one thing very funny, like for example, if chat is like, for example, sometimes you can do, let's see, if chat is like not sure you guys learned this function or not, called length. So if you see how long of your input, so if your input is really long, like for example is greater than like greater than 20 characters, so you can have your robot say you are talking too much, I don't know what you mean, something like this. And of course you have to put continue, otherwise it will just go here and repeat, the robot will repeat what you said. You know what I mean? So let me just test this code block and saying if I'm talking too long, and the robot will say you are talking too much, I don't know what you mean. So I'm just doing like this, and first I'm just like, oh yeah, too many here, and this robot will say you are talking too much, I don't know what you mean. Okay, and yeah, you can continue to develop your robot, like do more if, and if you like saying, hey, can I just use else if, yeah, sure, it's also work, and you can use else if, or you can use yeah, if else, what we learned before. And but because I want to have you guys to practice the continue, to understand this continue, so yeah, you can use the continue to just have your program jump back to the line 3. That's why I use continue, but you can use if else or if and to validate the input from the user, from yourself. Okay, like I have to say bye and just have my program to say bye. It's nice meeting you today, and see you next time. And yeah, let's see in my chat, Zoom, there's no one come in, so I think that's it for today, and have a good night. Oh, the Zoom ID, wait a minute, my Zoom ID is, let's see, Zoom ID.
I have a question.
Sure.
Yeah. So
give me 1 second. I may just let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So say I ask the robot a specific question, right? And so I have predetermined answers for that question. Say I ask the robot to tell me a joke.
Okay.
I want it to and beforehand I'll type in 3 jokes, right?
Yeah.
And I want the robot to pick a random joke each time. How would I do that?
Oh yeah, that's a good question, right? So But first you need to do the random. Like for example, you have 3 Joe is 1, 2, 3. So you got to decide which one you can do, either 1 or 2 or 3. Okay. So yeah. And so first let's just Google how to do the random thing in Python. Okay. So first thing is like Python random number, okay, or random integer, doesn't really matter. And yeah, it's saying random is generate something like this. So I may just click here and see if there I can see some something here, like you might not familiar with this kind of thing, but you can use one of them. Like obviously you can use this one. It's called random.
Could you share your screen so I can like see it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I can share my screen, and you can check it on the YouTube as well. So let me.
YouTube, okay, I can also go to
but there is a little bit delayed,
yeah,
and
I've noticed it has delayed.
And now you can see my screen, right, from Zoom. Yeah, in obviously you can do this called random ind integer, which saying they will return a random integer n, such as n is from A to B, like A to B, something like this. I hope you can get it. So
okay, so like say I had 3 options, then
yeah,
instead of A and B, it would be 1 and 3.
Yeah, it would be 1 and 3. So you would get, every time you would get a return 1, 2, 3. Or if you have 10 answers, so you can 1 to 10, right? So you would get an integer. So every time, and then when you go back here,
and then beforehand I just define it, and then I can
randomize
the jokes.
Yeah, exactly. So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, would you mind next week, Sunday or Wednesday, you can do a demo for us? So how you have your program to tell a Joe, a random Joe, like something like this?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I can try that out.
And may I have your, yeah, I'm not sure, did I have your call is from, let me just stop my share, and let's see. Yeah, so I saw your ID here is called Yongwen. Okay. So yeah, how about next on Sunday you are going to demo how your robot work for us?
Okay, yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right. See you next week. See you. Bye bye. Hey Son, do you have any question?
I don't have any questions.
All right. That's it. Bye.